Yo, what's up guys? Blaze here and welcome back to another video. So in this video, we're going to be doing a tier list on Beyblade Burst characters. So yeah, I'm going to be ranking down all the characters from Beyblade Burst to Season 1 to Season 7. Alright, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and turn those post notifications and follow us on Instagram and join our Discord at the base bar as well. Also, follow us on TikTok and help us reach 1,000 subscribers. And now, let's get in the video. So, today we're going to be tearing down Beyblade Burst characters from S tier to D tier. So, from the worst to best characters, I'm going to be ranking down in my opinion, so hope you guys won't misunderstand. Alright, now. First, we have Volt Ahoy. So, Volt, as for Volt, talking about Volt, he should be in S tier because Volt Ahoy is a great character in Beyblade Burst. From Season 1, he was a bit clumsy, but throughout the seasons, he grew up and made potential of his character development, and he trained others to be the best now there is. As for Iger and Dante, so Volt should be S tier as he's one of the strongest and a good mentor characteristic. So yeah. Next up is Iger. Iger is a great character and he also should be in S tier, but for me, he should be in A tier because Iger is pretty dang strong, but not as just as Volt. I mean, Iger's strength is a different than Volt's because Volt always doesn't want to fight, he just want to make friends, but Iger wants to just get stronger and also wins his battles. So their ways are different, but I do love Iger, so he should be in A tier for now. Alright, next up is Dante. So, talking about Dante. Dante is a great character, so he should be also in A tier because after Iger, Dante is pretty strong and he's a competitive player. He loves the Beyblade and yeah, he's pretty actually funny as well. So next up is Hikaru Hisashi. So as for Hikaru, I'm going to be putting him on A tier because in Sparking, he did prove to be strong, but not as worthy as the legends in Beyblade Burst Sparking. So Hikaru is a pretty strong character. Next up is Hyuga Hisashi. Hyuga Hisashi is the twin brother of Hikaru Hisashi. So in Sparking, he also proves to be strong, but he does not think as the way around his brother does, because in battles he's a bit clumsy, just like Volt in Season 1, and he did beat a couple of legends in the season, but throughout all, Hikaru and Hyuga is quite different, completely different. So in my opinion, Hyuga is pretty strong, I would admit it, but for me he would go in B tier. I'm not disrespecting characters, just is my opinion. So yeah. Our final main protagonist is Bell Daizora. So Bell Daizora is a pretty great character as I saw him in Season 6 and Season 7. So he does prove to be strong and he completely destroys other legends and players who comes in his way, and he loves to make pranks. So Bell is a pretty funny character, and his character development throughout Season 6 to Season 7 was a quite difference because he ends up being one of the strongest players in the Beyblade history. So yeah, he even ends up beating Volt and one of a couple of more legends. So I would say Belt's pretty dang strong, but yeah, I would put him on A tier. So only Hyuga's in B tier, but for now. Next up is Wakia Murasaki. So Wakia, I would put him on A tier, but after Season 2, he did not show much character development. I mean, he did not show up for Season 3, Season 4, until Season 5, but still, he only did one battle with this Jet Wyron, and in Season 6, he did return as the commissioner of Beyblade Community, and in also Season 7 as the commissioner. So he did not much do battles, so I'm gonna just put him on C tier. Next up is Pax Foresight. Pax Foresight should be on S tier. So okay, the reason I'm putting Hyuga in B tier and the other characters on A tier and Volt beside Pax, I know it's completely different, but Hear me out. When season 7 of Quad Strike started, I did not care about this dude Pax. He only meant to be a newbie to Beyblade, but listen, after watching the season from episode 1 up to episode 20, Pax was just a researcher in elemental base and elemental powers and stuff. But after episode 20, we get in episode 21, where Pax Forsyth's character completely changes and he makes a huge difference to the season because Pax changes from becoming normal researcher back to being a top ranked blader because not only he became a Beyblade legend, he also beat all of the legends such as Vault, Iger, Drum, Hikaru, Hyuga, such as Bell. So Pax's character completely changed and he becomes evil, corrupted by the Bay, just like Shu did in season 2. So I dang loved Pax's character development because that was so awesome to see such a great character antagonist. So Pax makes a huge antagonist in the season, so I'm putting him on S tier. Next up we have Pri Forsyth, Pax Forsyth's little sister, so sibling, and yeah, Pri's character did prove to be strong in this season 7, and she is the new protagonist for this season, I guess, if I'm not wrong. But Pri's character is a whole lot different. So Pri did had some couple of battles, and I did love his character entertainment, but such as Pax, she's not strong enough. I mean, not like the other legends, she's pretty strong, but she's still not in that level as we could say as a legend. So for now, C tier. Now we're pulling up in the big guns, so next up we have Lane Valhalla. Deserves an A tier. Alright, Lane. Talk about Lane, my favorite next antag throughout this season 5 series, because not only he destroyed and crushed all the legends, he had plot armor. So plot armor is a thing where most of the characters get, such as a barrier defense in this season. So Lane got that. So Lane got plot armor, which saved him a couple of bunch of battles, beating every legend. So that proves to be plot armor. And Lane was pretty strong. He had a huge difference in the end of Sparking season 5. He did show up a cameo in season 7, end of Quad Strike. So I love this dude. And his pet Harry, that also made me love Lane because Lane's pretty dang strong, and he was mentored by none other than Shu Kurenai, so he deserves to be on A tier. So yeah, A tier. Next up, we got one of the legends after Vault or before Vault. Shu Kurenai deserves S tier. Shu is known to be the first legend in Beyblade Burst, start of season 1, before Vault became champion in season 2. So Shu had a huge past difference from being corrupted, from being Red Eye, from being to evil to good, from being a teacher to a mentor, and to becoming pro blader legend in Beyblade. So next up we have Free De La Hoya, one of the god Beyblade legends. So I do not want to talk about Free much because everybody knows what Free can do and what he is. From start of season 2, he was known to be the top ranked legendary blader, and he's the world champion of Beyblade. But Vault took that title away after a couple of episodes. Still, Free is known to be the strongest because he's the master of handspin as his base counterclockwise. So Free's pretty strong. I'm putting him on S tier. Next up we have Louis Shirazaki. So this has to be one of the cockiest characters I've seen on Beyblade history because Louis is not only than strong, he also happens to be a pretty dang cocky blader because he loves to compliment on others and find their mistakes and yeah, make joke around them because he loves to show off that he's the strongest But he does because he's the white tyrant. So Louis is like a monster at sometimes, but does sometimes is pretty strong. So I don't know. Louis has two sides where if he finds someone who's strong as his level, he makes friends with them. If he's not on his level, he just like beats him and takes him out. So yeah. But Louis deserves A tier. Next up we got Silas Colline, so B tier. So I put him on B tier because Silas didn't show up then Wakia. Because he was in season 2, he was in season 3, he was in season 5, he was even in season 7 in cameos. But he did show up in season 5. So I did not have a main interest on Silas putting him on this tier list, but after season 2 ended, we got to see him on season 5. So Silas' character changed completely different from being just a normal blader to becoming one of the strongest legends such as Free and Lewin. So Silas had a complete different character development throughout season 5 because not only he was strong, he was also helping others. So yeah, just like he helped out Hikaru and Hyuga. Next up we got Rentaro Kiyama. Definitely B tier. Rentaro is pretty strong, so I'm just gonna put him on A tier. I mean, dude, Rentaro has to be one of the strongest bladers I know, since not only he's strong, he's also a great mentor and a teacher, so yeah. Next up we got Renjiro Kiyama. A tier as well, because I love Rentaro, and he is the younger brother of Rentaro, and he's dang pretty strong. I love his character development in season 5 because in season 3 he did not do much, but in season 5 he had some pretty cool battles. So A tier. Ranzo Kiyama. So I would put him on A tier, but he is, how do I say this, not in the same level as Rentaro and Renjiro, because in season 6 he did beat Bell a couple of times, but he hasn't been Legends yet, so he's still getting there. As for thinking, I should put Hyuga on A tier because Hyuga did beat Bell in season 7 and he's pretty strong, so I would not. And next up we got the season 6 antagonist, Rashad Goodman. B tier. I would put Rashad on A tier, but since he first copied Vault Oi's Beyblade and he made 2 replicas of Valtrax and he wanted to destroy Beyblades, so I'm just gonna put him on B tier. Yo, next up we got Fi. Definitely A tier. Fi was a god of Beyblade in season 3 because Fi destroyed every single Bey, and he ends up also getting corrupted by his own Beyblade, making Iger also corrupted by Achilles. So Fi's character was a huge for season 3 because Fi's character did make a good impression to season 3. The whole season was about Fi and Iger battling out. So next up we got Basara, C tier. So Basara Surya was in season 6 and he did not much as battles and he's not a legend, but still I do like him. So next up we got Xander. So we're gonna quick things up now. Yeah, as you guys know, Xander's pretty strong and he deserves to be on A tier because I saw how strong he was after season 2. In season 7 he returned after many years, proving he still be strong. Next up we got Ken, also returns in the new Quad Strike season and still remains as the underdog defeated. So we also got Daigo, who did not much after season 2. I was disappointed that we were going to see him again, but since we did not, I'm just going to put him on B tier. Gwyn Reynolds. Gwyn is a pretty strong character, I assume, because Gwyn did show that he could beat everyone, and he did make the Big Bang armor, and he was the creator of Apocalypse Genesis and Big Bang Genesis. So I would put him on A tier. He's pretty strong. Arthur Peregrine, C tier. So I did not like the whole arc of Arthur appearing in season 4 and trying to destroy every Blader and tries to rule Beyblade as his own domain, just like fight it but in a different way. So I did not like Arthur that much. So next up, Fumiya Kendo. So I hate to do this, but D tier. Alright. I know there are a couple of fans out there likes Fumiya, but I do not like Fumiya at all. I did like a couple of scenes of Fumiya, but Fumiya deserves D tier because some of the people actually hate Fumiya for owning a Fafnir because he does not supposed to own a Fafnir because he's not worth, just like Free does, because he cannot control it, just lose to every battle. Suo Kenji, C tier. Suo did not much, but he is pretty dang strong. I love his character development in season 3, so C tier. Kid Lopez. Kid Lopez was an A tier player, and he did return in the new season of Beyblade vs. Quad Strike, and he's a pretty great character, so I like him. Kyle. Kyle was in season 3, and we did not see him after that, and he did get beat a couple of times, even Free, so C tier. Next up, we got Hyde, Phi's younger brother, and Hyde was completely different than Phi. He was not corrupted, but still, he acted like a maniac character, like showing off and that he's strong and he was gonna beat Iger and stuff. So B tier. Pain, phenomenal. So Pain was quite a quiet character throughout the season, but I would put him on A tier since he was pretty strong and also beat Volt, but B tier is fine for Pain. Aaliyah Mao. So Aaliyah Mao goes in C tier. Aaliyah was pretty strong, and Magma Ifritor was a quite defense type Beyblade solid, but a solid C tier would hurt him. So yeah. Kuza, definitely A tier. I love Kuza in Beyblade Burst Season 2 God series, and I do love his character development with his pet bird and Kuza's funny reactions to stuff. So yeah, definitely A tier. So next up is Fumiya Kendo. Fumiya Kendo, definitely A tier, I assume, because not only he was such a good friend to Iger, he was pretty strong himself, and he was the owner of BC Soul, the leader of BC Soul after Shu and Vault left the club. The new BC Soul leader, so captain. Toko Oi, B tier. Toko did pretty strong in season 3, but we did not see him grow up or after season 3, so Toko still pretty great character. Lavan, B tier. Although his bay got broken by Phi in season 3, but he still managed to rebuild it, and his Wise Leopard Beyblade is pretty dang strong, so I do love Lavan's character type, so B tier. Delta Sakura, definitely A tier. He was pretty strong in season 4, and we also know how his character path went, so Armin Kazam, B tier. So I would put him on A tier, not for Armin fans, but as for me, Armin deserves a solid B because he's pretty strong. I would not say, but not as I think so. Next, we got Xavier. C tier. As much as Lavon, he was pretty strong with Buster Excalibur, but not like Xander, everyone could wield the sword, so C tier. Zack Carline, C tier. So Zack the Sunrise only appeared in season 1 and did not appear a single season, so I assume he should also go in D tier, but for now let's keep him in C tier. Tiger Akabane, Iger's dad, C tier. He is the creator of the turbo system, and he helped out a lot of players create his Beyblades, so such as Volt, Iger, Bell, and he's a pretty great character. Raul, he is the master on Beyblade Burst God series, and he did help Volt create Valjack in the first episode, so I did like Raul, C tier. And the final two characters. Fang, Pegasus owner, Pot. So, as much as I want to put him on B tier, he did clearly was strong, so I'm just going to put him on B tier. The final character is Loden. Such as Louis, he owns a Longinus, but not as much as strong as him, but still, Loden goes on C tier because even though he's strong, he's still not on that level. So yeah, that's all the characters I'm gonna put in. So we got S tier, Volt, Pax, Shu, Free. If I'm gonna put one more character on the S tier, I'm just gonna say Iger. So Iger deserves it. Alright, Iger deserves it. Not more characters, only Iger. And we got Drum and the others on A tier. We got B tier for Silas and the others, C tier, Wakia, for the rest of the gang, and D tier for Fumia, Kindo. So yeah, that's the whole Beyblade Burst tier list, guys. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and turn on those post notifications. If you're new to the channel, make sure to follow us on Instagram and join our Discord of the Base Squad as well. So, as always, stay tuned, stay safe. Till next time, blaze out. Peace.